good, y'all? It's Classic MMA here, and today I'll be recapping what just happened at UFC 324. Crazy card we had here, Loki. First Paramount card. It was kind of mid. It was like a 6.5 out of 10 card, but there was definitely some bangers. Main event hit. So let's talk about the card. Starting off with the main event. Paddy Pimblett's a fraud. I mean, I always thought he was not that good, but wow. Justin Gaethje just beat the living crap out of him, man. I mean, I scored that fight 49-45 Gaethje. Round one, Gaethje dropped him once, nearly killed him in round one. And Paddy did land more on the feet, but he nearly got killed. So obviously 10-9 Gaethje. Round two, I mean, nearly kills Pimblett in that round. Drops him twice. I mean, he just beats him up. I won't lie, kills him. So I scored that 10-8 Gaethje. Third round, Gaethje looks tired because I believe the staph infection he had. You could see he was trying to hide it, but he had staph, and it was impacting his cardio. He looked tired in that round, and Paddy was low key just cooking him on the feet. Like he almost actually finished Gaethje in the third round. So I scored that 10-9 Paddy. Then round four, Gaethje just landed the cleaner strikes, landed the more powerful strikes, hurt Paddy a couple times. So 10-9 Gaethje. And then round five, closer round. Paddy was winning the start of it. And I thought maybe Paddy could like sneak this decision, like somehow they could rob Gaethje, but then Gaethje just locked in. He cooked him the second half of the round and won that round in my opinion too. So I scored that 49-45. Gaethje overall really entertaining main event. I mean, obviously we'll talk about the fouls were interesting. Gaethje with we're not gonna get into the fouls. That's not what I'm here to talk about. But pretty fire fight, honestly, really entertaining. Pimblett showed up to scrap. Absolute idiot of a game plan. I thought he was going to manage the distance, shoot takedowns. Should have never picked this idiot. By the way, he loses to so many people in the top 15. I can't wait. Now that he won't have Dana White privilege anymore, kid, you're getting sent to the Apex to fight BSD next. Or you'll get sent to France to fight BSD. He'd lose to BSD too. BSD probably beats him. For sure. So anyways, co-main event. Sean O'Malley Song Gadong. Sugar, what was this performance? So the judges lean this 29-28 O'Malley. I don't know about that. Because if you look at this from the effective judging. So let me just talk about what I thought. Round one, pretty even on the feet, honestly. Like first 3-ish minutes, both of them land a couple decent shots. Sean lands a spinning back kick to the body. Song, I think, lands like a jab or two. I don't know. It was kind of close it was pretty close on the feet. Just kind of neutral. And then at the end of the round, Song gets a takedown, gets some decent control for the last minute of the round. And I scored that 10-9 Song. And then round two, Song low-key kind of schools O'Malley in the second round, beating him up, landing big shots. I mean, taking him down, kneeing him to the thigh, holding him, giving him that Marab treatment. I mean, pretty crazy round from Song, honestly. I scored that 10-9 Song as well. So, in third round, O'Malley finally wakes up, remembers, oh yeah, I have to win this fight. He lands some really nice shots in that round. Lands a knee that cuts Song bad. Almost gets close to a finish, but doesn't get it. And then ultimately, because the judges love Sean O'Malley, they score at 29-28 Sean O'Malley. So anyways, I thought Song Yudong got robbed here, but I picked Sean O'Malley, so it's fine. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis. This fight might have been rigged. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I picked Waldo by KO, and even I'm not happy for the guy to win this fight. Like, I'm a fan of the guy, but wow. I mean, the first round of this fight, both him and Lewis, it was basically Ngannou Lewis too. They just both kind of stared at each other through nothing, and then so not a fun round. Round two was interesting enough. Kind of the same thing for the start of the round, and then weirdly Waldo lands a jab, and then like Lewis doesn't really get hurt, but he just falls, and then he doesn't want to get back up, so Waldo just jumps on top of him and lands ground and pound. It's like Lewis slipped on a banana peel and then just decided to stop fighting. So, Waldo Cortez Acosta, I guess, won by finish, but like, I don't think he should be getting any great matchups. Like, I mean, he called for Curtis Blades. He could get Curtis Blades. He would chin Curtis Blades too. Curtis Blades is so washed by this point. Dude genuinely lost to Rizvan Kuniev. So, I don't know. Waldo, yeah, not a great performance from Waldo. The women's fight. I think I saw more shots whiffed here. Like, I honestly thought Natalia Silva was low-key like the next generation of female like WMMA, and I thought she would be probably beat Valentina. After watching that fight, she's nothing. She sucks. I mean, she whiffed like all of her strikes on Rose. Rose took her down a couple times and controlled her. I mean, It was a 29-28 Silva just because Rose didn't do nothing for 2 rounds, but it wasn't a great performance. Now this is a sick fight. This is a fight that I actually want to talk about. Gene Silva versus Arnold Allen, man. My boy Gene Silva shows up in here. First round doesn't go so well for him. Allen manages the distance well, uses his reach. He low-key beats Silva up on the feet a little bit, lands some good strikes, nothing too bad, but just good jabs, good little body kicks, couple head kicks, touch the guard. And then at the end of the round, Gene Silva lands a nice combo and rocks Arnold Allen, but I still scored it 10-9 Allen. Round 2, this is when Silva starts to pick up the pace. I mean, he really starts. He forces Arnold Allen into a bit of a dogfight. You know, he lands some really good stuff. Lands spinning elbows. I mean, lands just straight punches. I mean, he just landed. He landed well in that round. I'm not gonna lie. 10-9 Silva. Round 2. Allen does have a chin though. He ate some really big shots. Round 3 he comes, and then Silva comes in a lot more patient, smart, fights. You know, learned his mistakes from the Diego Lopez fight. Third round, they both fight pretty smart, honestly. But then Silva, you know, he lands a couple good leg kicks, grazes Arnold Allen's guard with a couple head kicks, and then he low-key just turns into full-on wrestler Silva. I didn't know Gene Silva could wrestle. He just starts taking down and slamming Arnold Allen, which was pretty sick in my opinion. And then it was pretty sick how he just jumps over him and puts his hands up. Like, that was hilarious. Like, I don't know. I scored a 29-28 Silva. Pretty great. Honestly, really good fight, honestly. This would have been fight of the night if we didn't have Paddy and Gaethje, which was absolute fireworks. Then, you know, headliner of the prelims, Umar versus Figgy. This fight was a disgrace to my eyes. I think Figgy landed 8 significant strikes in this fight. That was awful. Umar didn't do much better either. He was very low output. I think he landed like 20 significant strikes in total. I'm not going to go round by round for this fight as I don't remember it. I just remember them both doing absolutely nothing. Umar gets some good takedowns. One's a clean 30-27, but it's not like a 30-27 domination. It's more just like Figgy didn't do anything to win a round. So, decent win for Umar, I guess. Atiba Gaethje versus Andre Pulev. What happened here? Atiba Gaethje decides that he's gonna not KO people anymore. That's not fun. Instead, he's gonna win a boring decision. Where he drops Pulev like 4 times in this fight, but doesn't actually go for the finish and just kind of hunts him the whole fight. And then Loki gasses in the 3rd round, and Loki thought he lost that 3rd round. So, I don't know, not a pretty performance from Atiba Gaethje. Alright, this is a fight that got hyped. Even though I picked Modestas Bukauskas, really good performance from Krylov, honestly. Round 1, you know, close on the feet. Bukauskas tries to land some shots. Krylov rolls with him well, doesn't get hit clean really. Then he ends up, you know, getting some control time on the fence over Bukauskas, goes for a takedown, doesn't get it, and wins himself the round with that. 2nd round goes by. Krylov actually starts to kind of outstrike him on the feet, lands some really good body kicks, lands leg kicks. Bukauskas hits him a good time. He hits him clean, but it just doesn't matter. Like, Krylov really performs well there. 3rd round comes. This is a sick round for Krylov. Krylov just starts schooling him. Like, Bukauskas is going for a finish. He starts lunging and stuff, throwing crazy wild bombs. But, you know, but Krylov eats the punches. And it's like old Krylov's back. Then last 10 seconds of the round. And then Krylov hits, like, he counters. So, what's called? Bukauskas overextends. And then Krylov counters with a nasty jab overhand combination. Drops him badly and then finishes him with ground and pound. Great performance from Nikita Krylov, honestly. Dude is not washed. He's back. Could Loki beat some dudes in the top 10 of light heavyweight. Excited to see his next fight. Charles Johnson died. Charles Johnson died. R.I.P. Rest in peace to the Energy Man. Real ones will know he has a win over the current champ. Yeah, Alex Perez fluked Charles Johnson. I'm joking. Alex Perez didn't knock him out, but finished Charles Johnson, I guess. So, start of the fight, Charles Johnson looks nice on the feet, actually. Both of them look pretty clean on the feet, throwing decent shots. Then all of a sudden, randomly, Alex Perez just lands a big right hook, and Charles Johnson gets sat down, gets dropped pretty badly. I thought the fight was over then. Somehow, though, Charles Johnson gets back up to his feet, and then he's basically fighting unconsciously for the rest of the round. He's just getting hit with clean strikes, and eventually one shot just face plants him. And he gets right back up, but, you know, it's not like a good way as he falls over after and the ref stops it. So, honestly, yeah. Alex Perez is, you know, it's his random good performance. You know, it's like the Nicolau. You know, as Alex Perez once his job's on the line, once his ranking spot's on the line, he'll lose. Now he's gonna lose his next fight. I don't know who he's gonna fight, honestly. He might take 2 years off and just say I'm done with fighting. This is boring. How old is even Alex Perez by this point? What is he? 33? Yeah, turns 34 in a couple months. Like, I don't know. Alex Perez does whatever he wants with his career. Anyways, great win from Alex Perez, honestly. Looked good. This was a questionable fight. So Josh Hockett makes Denzel Freeman look like an absolute bum, I'm not going to lie. Like, he just schools him, takes him down, beats him up with ground and pound. I mean, threatens some chokes, hurts him bad on the feet. And then eventually at the end of the round, Freeman just kind of gasses and gives up. And Hockett hurts him bad a couple times on the feet. Then he just starts running away from Hockett and they stop it. Like, it was a weird stoppage. I thought it was funny how Josh Hockett was flipping him off. Like, I thought that was hilarious. Solid win from Josh Hockett, though. He's not bad for a heavyweight, honestly. He could low-key beat some blobs. I don't know. I'm curious to see. He called out Waldo Cortez Acosta. Buddy, I saw the way you strike. Your boxing is terrible, buddy. Man, your boxing is comical. Waldo Cortez Acosta would murder you. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Waldo Cortez Acosta would absolutely kill you. Like, please fight Waldo and see what happens. Anyways, and for the first fight of the card, Ty Miller, Adam Fugit. Pretty sick performance from Ty Miller. This was honestly this was a really good one-round fight, honestly. Early in the round, Ty Miller's just, he's hurting Fugit bad. I mean, drops him at one point. And then, as Miller starts to go for that finish, Fugit lands a nasty spinning elbow that you can tell wobbles Ty Miller, but he fights through it. And eventually, just right at the end of the round, he hurts Fugit bad and it gets a standing TKO. Pretty sick performance, honestly. Ty Miller might be one to watch out. He looked really good in his Contender Series fight, and he looked great here, I won't lie. So anyways, I thought it was a decent card. Could have been better for the Paramount debut. I say it's like a 6.5 out of 10. I went, 8 of 11 on winners. Not bad. 8 of 11 on picks. Only picks I got wrong was Pimblett, Bukowskis, and Johnson, so not too bad for me. Anyways, hope y'all liked the video. I'll have a fights to make video tomorrow. We're definitely not sending Paddy Pimblett out to the Apex. Maybe we are. I don't know. Anyways, hope y'all liked the video. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.